Right. Which I want everyone to understand is you design and create the computer program that handles all of this, all this B2B exchange. I mean, because here you're explaining the process of B2B and how this all works. But what is behind all this is the technology that goes into being able to translate the euros into dollars, and the chairs into the the quantity of chairs, into the fabric of chairs, into how it's going to be made and when, and the catalogs, and can it be done in a timely fashion. I mean, you and I were talking actually earlier about the with the supply exchange. And with General Motors, say for example, when they want to order 2 million cars, well, with the tires and all that sort. But what is so fascinating is you create the computer, the program that actually handles the technology of all the details of all these interactions.
That's some of the kind of things I'm involved in. Yes, the software, the language translation tools. I've had 8 years doing that kind of stuff to handle any language from any character set from anywhere in the world. And the supply chain problem, shop floor planning, mathematics, and algorithmics is a fancy word for a simple problem most shopkeepers do in their head on their inventories. When am I running out of my inventory, and when do I need to buy more, and how much can I store? And those kind of calculations are moving away from humans, and the computers make those decisions because computers have the information. Walmart is a live system. They know the minute you purchase a tube of bubble gum, they know in headquarters that you just published it, and they might need to order new bubble gum, and how fast the bubble gum is going out the door.
So
in
you
what
create
area.
The system that calculates all that.
Yes, the types of systems that do that are some of what I've been involved in. I've created and coded or tested or designed some of the standards, because without standards, none of these can talk to each other.
Right.
And without the ability to talk to each other, no exchanges happen.
Right, right.
And what you were referring to with supply chain is calculating ability to promise. So if General Motors is going to promise the police department they can make 200,000 police cars, then they need to go all the way down their supply chain to the rubber tree farmer to make sure he can make enough trees fast enough to make enough tires for those cars before GM promise that they can actually deliver.
Right. So you're able to see, when you get all this information, let's say you have a supplier and you have a person who wants to buy, and you're able to calculate the future of what the possibility of this product being sold will look like, and also use the SynGen, the simulator generator, which can calculate, oh God, I mean, it calculates everything. I mean, every possible scenario that can be created. But how does your mind think that way and so expansively in order to see all facets of this entire situation that you're dealing with?
Well, one way of looking at it is that my mind is trained to be very lazy, similar to most computer folks, that anything I need to do, I should probably write a program to do it so I don't have to do it twice. And anything that requires a lot of brain burning and thinking, I should probably write a computer program to do it for me. So computing is a lot about efficient laziness, where if I can get everything else to do everything for me, then hopefully I'll have less to do.
But is there ever going to be anything less of, I know you, and you will never stop learning and growing and changing and doing, so there's no way you could ever say that you're lazy. I mean, you're always going to be creating new programs and new things because you're constantly growing as a human being.
True, but learning and growing is a lot more fun than repeating yourself. Going over the same thing again and again. And
they say that's what keeps us young, that when we continue to make known the unknown, when we were constantly growing and changing, people grow old because they stop learning and doing and growing and changing, or they keep the repetitive behaviors they stay stuck in their patterns and habits. And that's what I'll see from time to time with my clients, that when I'm working with them, that they get stuck in these patterns and habits, whereas for yourself, you don't.